Quick question from a therapist. What would you do if your world was suddenly turned upside down? If you were diagnosed with a life-threatening condition, how would you handle it? How would your mental health handle it? Let's dive into today's session. Come on in, take a seat, the therapist is in. And while you are here, head on over to our channel, press the subscribe button for more. In today's session, I am joined by a remarkable young lady. Someone in her short life has already gone through a fight of her life and survived. But I won't be the one to introduce her. I'll let her tell you her story herself. Welcome to today's session.
Hi everyone, how are you? In front of you today is the Breastless Londa. This is Londa Shongwe, a lady born and bred Eswatini, Kaho, Enyagato. I'm a 34-year-old lady who happened to be diagnosed with breast cancer 2 years ago. I had to undergo an operation, mastectomy, which is removing my breast. I did bilateral mastectomy. Thus, I am the Breastless Londa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Londa, for joining us today.
You're welcome.
I find it so interesting that your introduction, I always say, describe yourself in 5 words. It lets me know who you are.
Yeah.
And you said you are breastless because you were diagnosed with breast cancer. And that's basically what we're going to be talking about today, yes?
Yes.
So walk me through you discovering that you have breast cancer. What had happened?
Okay. What I noted during the past few years, I used to have a lump on my left side of the breast. Sigadla. Let's not say so school. It used to come and go. I wasn't eager to go and have checkups, breast checkups, even though basically but it wasn't much about breast cancer, but I remember very well it was there because one time I met a lady, a nurse actually, who works screening corner, and I shared with her that was during COVID time. She advised me to come do a checkup. Surprisingly, every time I could see that lady, you know, no. You know, at times it's fine than discovering something, you know. Then, as time went by, COVID yaphela, saqhubeka with life. Then I lost my brother, Safugama, on the last day of our mourning period. Following day. Whilst we were praying alone, we used to sleep there. We are going to you know, get out of the comfort of your beds and your bedrooms. So we used to do that. And in the morning at 6 o'clock, my mom began us Vusa for a prayer. Then we prayed. Whilst we were praying, I felt a lump. That time it was a bit huge and protruding, like ipusha. Let's pusha and going back. I noted that and I was a bit disturbed from my prayer. The first thing I did was engaging my mom. Magi, asubambela, wabamba, and the lump was very much huge. So I was like, Lana. She was like, let's go to the hospital. I was like, no, let's just finish umsebenzi wa botwami, then will attend to me.
Okay, all right. So when you were feeling this lump, was it, obviously it's something that is out of place, but was it a hard one, or was it one that felt like a ball that was moving around? What does it feel like?
Okay.
Yeah.
The lump felt long, protruding, like
pushing forward.
Forward.
Oh, okay.
And going back. But this time around, it was there, like uyiva ngisho uyipalpate ukuthi it's there. Unlike the old times whereby I could feel a lump ipinze inyama.
Okay. So you knew that this one was different.
I just felt ukuthi khona into ofuke namuhla.
Okay.
Then from there, sorry.
No problem.
Then from there, we decided to go esibhedlela. I opted to use doctors IFM living ngingasebenza nabo surgical ward. So I went there, got attended by Dr. George and Dr. Motuma. They ordered ukuthi ngithathe scan.
Yeah.
Do tests. I did tests, and the guy at the scan department, he just told me ukuthi Londa, this kind of lump doesn't look good. Then he drew wangihlukanisela ukuthi usually there is one vesicular. Usually those lumps are, I can't say normal, but yeah, they are manageable.
Okay.
Then there is this longitudinal one, you know, like a shape of patata.
Okay.
That one usually it's cancerous. So it was like, yeah, it's a 50-50 kind of chance, but usually in experience yake. This one, I pay millions. So yeah.
So who are you going with at the summer? Is your mom still there when you are getting this the diagnosis at that time was saying this is what they are feeling. You haven't gotten the actual tests.
Yeah, I was
They're
alone.
just warning you. Okay.
I was alone at that time. So I think it gave me time to digest, try and ube right with whatever results latobuya, you know. So after doing my scan, the doctor ordered to send a biopsy. Biopsy is a process whereby they take a specimen, your test run.
Okay.
So I had to go to theater. They had to remove the lump from my breast, ihambe to Lancet in Joburg, so it can get tested and all. I had to wait for like a week or two. I think 2 weeks. Yeah.
So now, what was those 2 weeks like when you're waiting, the anticipation of everything? Because now you're coming off mourning your brother.
Yeah.
You know, you're coming off going through all the rituals that we go through as a Maswati, but now you're having this life-threatening, you know, danger looming ahead of you. What are those 2 weeks like when you're waiting for the results?
I think, my darling, I was numb. I was just numb. Because I couldn't feel like I had zero feelings. When I tried to think about it, my mind would just get lost. Thinking I'm anticipating what if I've got cancer, you know, like you said, I'm mourning. So my emotions by the time but I think I would say at the right time, because of at my stable mind. So for me, it worked very well because so I could cope, and I was literally ready for anything.
So now the 2 weeks are up. They call you that the results are back.
Yeah.
Who are you going with to the hospital, and what is the doctor saying?
Okay. I went with my mom. I have a very strong support system. So we went with Mage. She opened my results. We went there, met the doctor, who was not at ease because in my results I had to fetch them. Alan said.
Okay.
And when I told him, I have the results, she said, Londa, open them up. I'll see. Since I'm a nurse, so I think he felt like, and I said, no, you are the doctor. this is your report, so I'm not gonna open them. And he was like, no, you can open them. So I could feel the atmosphere. It's like something was alarming. Everyone is scared of that. But I was like, fine, let's meet the doctor. That was the 7th of August, a day after my birthday. Yeah, fast forward, results were shared, and the doctor just said, Londa, I'm sorry. And we all know that I'm sorry. Shame.
It's not good news.
So yeah, that was the day when my life just changed.
Okay. So the doctor has now confirmed what you have been fearing or refusing to think about this past 2 weeks. But basically confirming what the radiologist was suspecting when they did your x-rays, to say this is possibly cancer. So now the doctor is confirming it. You are in the doctor's room with your mom. What is the atmosphere like? When they say, it's like in the movies and they say something, it goes dun dun dun.
Yeah.
What was the atmosphere like? Was there silence? Was there screaming? What was the reaction from everyone in the room?
Okay. My mom is the funniest. She started praying. She's a pastor, by the way. She started praying. Siyabonga. Siyabonga, Jesu siyabonga. Like, hey, Mage is disturbed. Siyabonga, Babe. She prayed and prayed. And for a moment, Nami, I started praying. Then I was like, let me listen to Mage's prayer. Now Mage abonga bukula. Wabonga Mage. She prayed. By then, she was rubbing me. The doctor was praying. Yeah, he wept. Cancer is very much sensitive, hey?
Yes, sir.
And I was there. It's like my mind, baby. It was just everywhere. Like, wow, I couldn't stop saying wow. Like, yo, wow, breast cancer, yo. But I was like, okay, fine. Since I think I'm someone low, sheshe end my decisions fast, and I prefer to once cover a problem. I make sure that I need the solution. I go for the solution, and lapa you're with the doctor. Obviously, the person that I'm guiding in this journey that I've just started is the doctor. So I just told my mind, it's okay. Nyalo, Londa, we are just doing everything that the doctor is saying. So my first question to the doctor was like, okay, what next, doctor? How far is it, since we know that cancer is for most stages? Every day there is new information about cancer. But usually there is stage 1 up to 4. Then I asked him, what do we do now? What next? And he just told me, Londa, we need to remove your breast. And I was like, oh, okay, that was another massive one,
Yeah.
But then Stoutini, I trust him. I have to trust him because he's got the best interest since I'm his patient. I was like, okay, fine, let's go remove the breast.
So sorry to disturb, but why are we going straight to removal? Is it the stage that the breast, the cancer is at, or is it a safety measure? Did he explain who I'm diagnosing you right now, and the best course of treatment is just to remove?
I think what affected him the most is I used to work closely with him.
Okay.
At Med Surgical, so he was like my friend or my father in a way.
Okay.
It made it hard for him even to explain everything, because I remember asking him, which stage am I in? But I couldn't get the answer. He did respond, but I couldn't. And I noted that now he's not comfortable with the whole situation,
Yeah.
So I had to just stop bothering him, like asking him, digging, wanting to know more. All I was interested in was just the solution. How do we go about with this? So basically, in my thoughts, I was like, the lump was too big, because I remember very well they showed me at theatre, my number for biopsy. I think it was a 3 liters or 2 liters container. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe the stage it's critical. Failure the breast, we need to remove. And I was like, I don't want to frustrate myself and him as well. Let me just follow his lead, which was going for mastectomy.
Okay.
And I agreed. I asked him to book me in. I remember him saying, no, Londa, you can't be doing things like this. This is a huge diagnosis. You need to go home, digest everything, talk to your family. I was like, this is my life. This is my life. So Dokotela siyani at theatre Jubalbele. That's how I got booked the following week to go to theatre and get my precious booby removed.
The one boob, which one was it, the left or the right?
It was the left one.
So it was the left, right?
Yes.
It was the left boob that had to be removed at that time.
Yes.
So is there a part of you that is feeling this is all moving too fast? You know, remember it's only been 3 weeks since you felt this at that point.
Yeah.
You know, 3 weeks ago you were mourning your brother, this is happening. And then now 3 weeks later you are making an appointment to get your breast removed.
Yeah.
Like the doctor said, aren't you feeling like everything is moving too fast?
It did feel like that, but since we know that breast cancer, biopsy, it moves like lightning.
Ah, okay.
My biggest worry was when I go home, involve the family, everyone is not okay. Our emotions are, you know, I'll go home and I know my dad. I know how he is, you know, and kutofike kuba limate, they will take their time to digest it. Lapo cancer is moving. Asiati strikes like lightning. Asiati already would say how far. The more I delay, I don't know what's the day I decide to go to theatre.
Yeah.
How far will it be in my body? You know.
Okay.
So I was like, this is it. We're doing this. Feelings aside, you know, negativity aside, we are just here. This is the new me.
Right. Okay. Okay. So now you have booked the appointment. Fast forward, we are now getting the treatment. Walk us through the day you go get your surgery and what you are feeling like after the surgery.
Okay. When I went to theatre, I was okay, Ombuso.
Yeah.
I was fine. I think God has a way of preparing us for bigger situations like this. I've been through a lot in life. A lot. So this was just not really you know, but I have learned whatever situation that comes before me, I should overcome it.
Okay.
And the best way to overcome my situations is being strong. Meaning, before the people around me, strength, you know. So I think I was just in my beast mode because I got admitted a female surgical. I still remember that day my friends came to check up on me and everyone was like, hi Londa, you seem too fine. You know, after the whole thing. I was like, no guys, this is it. We should just do this. So I went to theatre, my boobie. I used to have big boobs, Lomboso. Like, and that was my favorite asset in the whole body. I even got it tattooed. So I loved my boobs. you can imagine how hurt I was. But I had to forget everything about that and focus.
Yeah.
And the best way to recovery, it's mastectomy. So after, I think 34 hours, the procedure was done. It's not a minor procedure. It's a very big procedure.
Where are you getting it done? Are you getting it done in South Africa? Are you getting it at RFM?
Okay, I got it done at RFM.
At RFM.
In theatre. The environment was okay since I used to work there. So I felt like I'm home and I'm in safe hands. Such that I remember when my anesthetist, Anglalisa, I was like, Londa, we know we are called, sing your favorite song. I was singing Ganye Nawe, Nkosi Yami Ganye Nawe, then I just passed out. So yeah, come 4 hours, it was over. I waked up. Later, after 6 o'clock. When I woke up, I was back in my ward. I wanted to go to the bathroom, though I had a catheter, but I just wanted to go there. So when I walked, I could feel the imbalance. Something huge from me has been removed. Remember, my breast was huge, like I used to wear 44F, size 44F bra. So the balance, it was gone. And when you
first woke up, was there curiosity of touching, or was the thought was just, I'm waking up and I'm feeling I need to go to the bathroom, let me go?
Okay, I think by that time, all the medication and everything, you were sedated, you went through anesthesia. My mind was not, at its best, just stable condition,
Okay.
So I didn't think much about it, But the first thing I noted was just the imbalance. And I was like, oh, okay. What next? Singing hamba like a crab, Hamba this side, I can't balance, and my back was very much painful. That's when I decided, no, baby girl, when I look at right now, where we are hamba.
Oh.
You just need to go. At least Lapo, I'll find
Some
a new
balance.
posture, new balance, it cannot work. Balance like this. How do I fix this and everything? Went to the loo, came back. Yeah, emotions, angihita. I think everything hide on the imbalance thing because I literally cried. Balance, which is something we are born.
And it was at that time that you realized so
Exactly.
from feeling it to diagnosing to the fear, it all came down on balance.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that must have been so emotional.
Yeah.
Emotional. So are you telling the doctors what you want? What is he saying about your new decision to get the other breast removed as well?
Following day, my doctor came to check up on me with his team. They came, I came back and the bubble Londa wasn't bubbling that morning. And when they said, Londa, how are you? I said, I'm balancing. How do you let me go out of theater?
Yeah.
Knowing very well that I will have this disability. Balance and it's making everything hard for me, Yeah, and he tried explaining, no, can we just go remove the other breast? He told me, we can't do that, blah, 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 since alcohol, but I'm one person, maybe I'm stubborn, but when I want something, especially those I couldn't understand. And fortunately enough, my doctor understood how I was feeling. So he came the next day with good news, probably. And we would see, yeah, you need to recover at least 2-3 weeks, then we also go back to theater to remove the other breast. That's how I ended up saying it breastless.
Do you ever feel as though you would have gotten used to it? You know, that having one breast had you not removed the other one? Or till today you are very comfortable with this decision you made to remove the other breast, even though technically, according to the doctor, it was healthy?
Okay. Cancer has a way of recurring. So since mine, it's breast cancer.
Yeah.
It's hormonal, obviously. So usually, if the breast hormones are still there in my body, in my system, chances where I could undergo every healing phase ngala on the left one, then maybe 2-3 years after, ibuye and attack the right one. I think I've seen that in the internet. So now logo it boosted, you know.
Yeah.
Can I just
give
a get done with the whole procedure and get treatment, nihambe all the phases for once in life, you know.
Because you didn't want to live with, you know, always anticipating
fear of the
the
unknown,
fear of
you know.
will it come back, will it now come and attack the other
Exactly.
breast. Now you're getting used to having one breast, next thing you have to go
Yeah.
back to theatre and get that one removed. I guess I understand, and I guess that makes sense. So now, speaking about treatment, is the removal of the breast it, or is there still more treatment after the surgery?
Okay. There is more, my darling. Usually removing the breast, let's say it was the first stage for my diagnosis. Since we are different, cancers are different, the staging is different, thus the solutions are obviously different. For my case, it was removing the breast, then I go for chemotherapy, whereby I'll get imijovo, drips for like 6 weeks, 6 months. 6 months. I was told I'll get them for 6 months, every 21 days, of which every 3 weeks I would go for my session. That means I had to go 6 times.
Okay, so that's 6 rounds of chemotherapy.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I did my chemotherapy in Babane government.
Okay.
Yeah. Lomboso. The treatment was the worst. Cancer is saying but the treatment yangulisa. Chemotherapy is no child's play. It's play. That's poison. I remember there is a drug. It's usually called red devil. And believe me, we are even in your veins that wow, on its own. And the nurses, when they're administering the drug, they need to make sure they glove. At times they will close even the room, even
that's how toxic
that's how toxic cancer treatment is. But we had to endure all of that. And yeah, today I can gladly say it really helped. All thanks to my patient and lenient doctors, Dr. Msane and Dr. Sinta. They were very much encouraging, giving me hope, you know, even when they could see, hi, shame. Girl is going through the most, but I had to just draw my strength, and you know what, this is not the whole chapter, this is not the whole book, it's just a chapter, it's a phase of my life, and there's still more. It's part of the treatment. Actually, that was my second line of treatment. Then, after chemotherapy, I was told I need to do radiation.
That's
Whereby
intense. Yeah.
it is but much better than
Chemotherapy.
believe me.
Okay.
So mangqeda chemotherapy yami, I was given a period to rest, like a month. Then we started applying for Palala funding. Since in Swaziland we didn't have any radiation facility here. So I had to do it either in Nelspruit or in Joburg.
Okay.
So
and then required funding.
Yeah.
And you went to Palala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cancer is very much expensive. The treatment, all the radiation, you know, it requires a lot of money, a whole lot of money. So fortunately enough, we pushed, I got funded.
Okay.
So it was time for me to go to Joburg for radiation. I got there, got received with the warmest hands, but nice, but working in those cancer facilities, you know.
Okay.
So I had to undergo tests as well. Told everything, the nurses explained. Yeah, boom, my treatment had to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go to the I've forgotten the center, man. But I think I'll remember it as
But it's an oncology center really in Joburg. They specialize with cancer.
Specialize with cancer.
Okay.
And Bona, they're only focused on radiation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I would go there, ngingene emshinini for like, I'll show you the pictures. 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
Every day for Monday to Friday. I would do that, go for radiation. It's like, okay, we are lala. You are doing the normal scan, CT scan. But you feel nothing. When you are taking an X-ray, you know, you feel nothing. So rays. We're told the precautions, you know, side effects and everything. The first 2 weeks were just fine. Since my radiation was all focused here.
Okay.
My cancer was the breast, So basically, good radiation. Kushiswa la bekunale cancer khona.
Okay.
Kushiswa la bekunamdlavuza khona.
So basically they are burning the source.
Exactly.
So even if there's some root or some seed that is remaining, you burn everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now it came with packs of side effects. Since it's here, it affected me. Lana, I couldn't swallow well. One time I woke up on Saturday in I took my tonsils. It felt like tonsillitis. I inquired. They told me, no, yeah, it's radiation, my dear. My skin changed. Some dark, really dark. Then, with time, got developing my burns. I bent. Yo, I'll show you the pictures. Yeah, you know. The pain, the massive pain, but we had it was well managed with tablets and everything. Soon everything was over. I think my sessions were 33. Remember, since I did them like Monday to Friday, of which 5 days per week. There was like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That was another 6 weeks.
Wow.
Then I went for my radiation. Then it was all done.
Were you living in Joburg the entire 6 weeks, or did you have to travel back and forth?
Okay. I was living in Midrand. Yeah, so Palala Fund, where there is a lodge where the patients go there, get accommodation. Get food, get transported to hospital every day. So, big stress levels gone.
Alright. How are you preparing for what's coming? Because before every treatment starts, they give you a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
You know, before you had the mastectomy, you had about 2 weeks. After the mastectomy, you had about a month.
Yeah.
Before you started cancer, and you know, during all these breaks, how are you preparing yourself and your body for the next course of treatment?
Okay. Let me take you back a bit.
Okay.
After I got diagnosed, went to town with my mom. It was a very awkward moment in the car, and my mom was like, "Sissy, ufuna in, just say whatever you want." And I was like, by that time I had dreadlocks. So I was like, Mama, I think I need to cut off my hair. She was like, okay. Anything, it's okay, my baby girl, can go for it. What else do you want? I said, I want piercings. I love piercings. I want to add my piercings. She was like, okay, do everything that you want. Salon. I chose to go a President Center. There's a very good salon there. I went there, chopped my dreadlocks. I asked Guti, can I just have short hair, dye my hair? And it is so funny because most of the time I used to blonde my hair, but that time I wanted something very much different since my life is just changing, you know. So I chose purple and blue, Pampika, then boom, I was looking, I don't know, boyish or whatever, but I also have a pic, I think I'll show you. I got my piercings, I added my piercings, and I think I went for a manicure as well. Did a manicure. We said you got to yummy, you know. I was just put Londa, you know, at that moment, and I was like, oh my, I also need to change my wardrobe since the new phase it calls for one to be comfortable, relaxed, not gonna to undergo everything.
Things that are looking at you.
So we bought my pants, tracksuits, because I decided it was okay. Now I'm going boyish. I need to wear sweaters and tracksuits. The Makoto Army, then
and also be comfortable, you know,
so I can be comfortable.
Being in and out of hospital and traveling and all of these things. Okay. All right. So you are going through, you know, radiation at this point, or you've gone through radiation at this point in South Africa. You are living in Midrand. Who is with you during this journey? Who is your support system during the treatments? Because, you know, I don't know much about chemotherapy, but if it is anything like what we see on TV, sometimes you don't feel like eating, sometimes you are throwing up, sometimes you are more sick than you were before, like you already mentioned. So who's holding your hair, who's holding your hand, who's trying to, you know, cheer you up while you are going through the sickness?
Okay. I'm a blessed girl, my dear. Coming to support during this phase, I really felt the love. I really felt the courage to fight, you know. My family, they were very much supportive. Since this, for me, it's not genetic. Cancer just chose me. Otherwise it haven't been there. So I'm sure they didn't know how to deal with everything, but they were there making sure that they check up on me, you know, how are you and everything. When I was in Joburg, radiation makes one feel fatigued, which is feeling sickly, you know. So I basically needed zero company. In my room, we were 4. We're sharing the room with other ladies, Nabo, Labanima, cancers, Wabo. So I was okay. It was a sociable environment, and after Sibiyas the worst part of radiation, it makes one a bit sleepy. You know, every time I was so looking forward to jumping into my single bed and just doze off. Then I have friends, a lot of friends, and believe me, all of them, Shane, they supported me one way or the other. If I can just start counting what they did for me, I think the sun can just
there's a different session on its own, just thank you.
But I just have the best support system with my bestie, who made sure that I'm fine. You know, having a best friend, lomncane even than you, but no doubt Buddha, Emma, have you eaten? Udleni, you know, that kind of person. I am a hard person, so you can imagine dealing with me. You know, at times you will be like, hey darling, hey, and you will see what you know day. But you need, she was just persistent, you know. And now I would know Jaguti. Really, I have to eat. My friend is a nurse, so she would just tell me, yeah, Mark, the medication you're getting, it's too much for you. You need to eat right? And I really appreciate that so much. And the nurses in the facilities, since from Lababe Baka chemotherapy going to Lababe radiation, they were so supportive, such that they do a follow-up. Even so, Meko with them, they will check up, Londa, how are you? How are you doing? How is the treatment going? You know, so you will just feel the love. Then my babies, my kids, Shane, they gave me so much support. I could feel the love, the hope. Mommy, we know you are strong. You will fight this, keep fighting, it's not permanent. And pastors, prayers, they really, really helped me. They carried me through. I could feel, Guti, you know what? Gonna sickness, yes, it doesn't come from God. But I could feel God in the whole journey, you know.
He never left your side.
Exactly.
Okay. So now treatment is done. What do you look like afterwards? After it all, you've gone through your mastectomy, double mastectomy.
Yes.
You've gone through your 6 rounds of chemotherapy that were not easy. You've gone through your radiation. What does Londa look like coming out on the other side?
Okay. Post mastectomy, like you wouldn't see Guti Sisi is going through so much, and I was so sparkling. High chemotherapy, Shane. I have pictures that I mean, when I look at them, imagine Lapo. I had to go bald. Since when I started chemotherapy, I was given information about chemotherapy can
make you lose
your hair. It can make you feel sickly with a lot of changes in the nails. My nails in the army, they started looking blackish. So I was like, you know what? I'm not moving an inch from Bungedi manicure. I had to cover my my categories. So sorry. So with my bald head, remember the dyed blue and purple?
Yes.
I had to just remove that as well. Nibe bald. I wouldn't say I looked like a zombie, but you could see where but weight, I never lost weight. Yet chemotherapy, most people they lose weight. But I was just fine. And post radiation, I just looked so perfect. I'm so lucky. You can say it didn't change me. Like you're saying me, I'm fine. This is me, you know.
Only now you are breastless.
Exactly.
Do you mind showing us what being breastless looks like today?
I don't mind at all, my
Okay.
darling. There's a guy, a friend, Bongani. He gave me the most precious gift ever in the world after my mastectomy. You know, this is my breast. And they are very much comfortable since this wool is not the normal wool. It's very comfortable. I know to remember such huge operations, they take time to heal, such that even now after 2 years, I feel that I haven't recovered very much well. See, this is the tattoo I was talking about. So, this is my right one. Here is the left side where my breast was affected with breast cancer. Since I was diagnosed with I'm on stage 3A, our bodies, in our systems, we have different systems, right? Then there's a lymphatic system which helps our body to fight diseases and all. So kuba nema lymph nodes. I had 3 lymph nodes here. Then it was discovered that my cancer, say figure even, it has attacked 1 lymph node.
Okay.
So the doctor had to remove that lymph node. That is why my scar, sisugala, figure even under my arm.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Then this side, it's okay. They didn't go further. And here, Lana, they were just drains. They opened up, they were drains which were removing the blood and everything from within.
Okay.
During the operation and after the operation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is me.
That's you every day.
Yes.
That's your truth.
This is the new me. But now it's not easy because at times, some days are worse than other days. So at times I go to the mirror, look at myself, look at my precious face. I'll be like, okay. But I feel like, what if I miss my breast, What if I still have them and stuff? But it's okay, Londa. You don't need that. For this I knew you. At least Logumtoga is that you are alive.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I see a very beautiful tattoo on your arm. Does
that say
I'm not sure if YouTube would allow us to show it, but still, just in case.
We can, I'm one person, yeah, maybe I can say I express my emotions through tattoos. I have numerous tattoos. So I felt like, why not? This is the new me. And I'm one person who is not looking forward to kukodla and hiding everything.
Yeah.
So just fuck cancer, bro. If there is nothing I can do now, but I have to live with it. This is the new normal. So I had to tattoo. And a lot of people say, but they like, wow. Really? But I think it holds the whole information about me. This is my description. This is Londa. Because even one person, utinagati, hey, what's that? Like, fuck cancer. And you will see that person about like, oh, Londa, I'm sorry. So it's just loud and clear.
It's more powerful, actually. Miss Londa, you have shared so much with us and we are so grateful. But I want us to end today's session here. because I feel we have impacted and unpacked a lot of things that we need to give our viewers at home a minute to actually digest everything that has happened. But we'll definitely be having you on for the next session, where I want us to talk about what life is like after cancer. But I just want to take this moment to say thank you for sharing what you have shared thus far with us. How are you feeling? How are you feeling after basically bearing it all in front of us?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I think I'm good. I'm a strong woman. I accepted the new me, and I decided to be open about it. Warn every lady, actually warn everyone, because cancers are different. It's not like there's only breast cancer, there are just numerous cancers, and they don't only affect ladies. There's also prostate cancer so far for the guys, or leukemia, which is the cancer of the blood, and many more cancers. So I decided that, you know what, I should tell the world, share my story, to encourage one at home, losabago, to go for checkup, someone who doesn't know, because I discovered that a lot of people about breast cancer or just cancer at large. So good people, fear not. In case you feel anything abnormal in your body, be it in your breast or anywhere in your system, make sure that you go to hospital or any nearby clinic, because it is very much easier treating whatever illness if ibonagale at their early stages. Unlike Londa, who went there, this lump saying Hulu, you know, and boom, I got diagnosed at stage 3A. Yet maybe I took actions when I felt the abnormal lumps. Maybe I got diagnosed with stage 1, or maybe by that time it wasn't cancerous, it was just a lump. So yeah, but it is well. You know, so yeah, just the most encouraging part I can say, hambani, get checked up, also do the self-test, you know, whereby you hold your arm up there, then you palpate it, like uhambe through your breast to feel any pain, to detect any different lumps, or even the skin changes. In your breast or in the nipple. Once you are abnormal, don't think twice. Just go to the health facilities and you'll definitely get help. Thank you so much.
And with that, we ended the first part of the session. The second part has already been uploaded, so you can look out for that in our bio. Thank you so much for sticking with us thus far. We hope you have learned a lot. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video, and comment so we can hear from you. Love you, bye.